Welcome back to Easy Peasy 15-minute daily drawings. It's been a couple of days since we last met, but we're going to try to do this as much as possible. So yeah, I thought it would be an interesting exercise today to take what I found on my desk and not overthink it. So I got a handful of these index cards, and that's what I'm going to use to draw today. One is an example that you can draw on anything. Could be an old receipt, newspaper, post-it notes, etc. And then number two, just need to get to it. So there were a couple of days in between that I didn't get a chance to do it, mostly out of laziness. So let's just try to fight that by just getting back into it on a dreary Monday here today in Providence. And let's just start. So I'm going to take a little page out of one of our exercises last week, which is when you don't know what to draw, just start off by writing a few things, almost like a journal type entry. So we're just going to start with that. I got a couple of pencils here today. Got my regular 2B pencil, nice eraser. Got my coffee, got some cream and a spoon. Added those two things for more something to look at, something to draw. So yeah. And there's no correct way to do this. Get a little bit of a depth here. There's a definitive line here. I like this spoon because it has these very distinct angles because it's pressed out of steel. So it has very distinct lines. You see the different lines here because it's very angular. It's a Chinese spoon that we use. My wife and I like a lot. That's all we use in the house. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to do a little color study. I'm just going to fill this in with one color here. Okay. Fill this in with one color here. Okay. Again, just kind of, I already feel my breathing relaxed, just a little bit more relaxed than normal. Okay, we're just going to do kind of no shading really. Colored pencils, you can certainly shade, but not in this exercise today. I'm just kind of doing some bright, bold color. Okay. Do some orange here. Okay, now this option gives us a little bit more room to shade, a little wider. You can also see the color change in the spoon. Okay, so we're going to do a bit darker here. And fade that out. A little bit darker here. Then fade that out. A little bit darker here. And then fade that out. Next thing you know, you're all the way across the spoon. And here we go. Let's get some purple in there. Okay. And here in the background, it's quite busy today at the library, which is kind of nice. Kind of dispels some of the grayness of the day. Kids talking and shouting and such. And it also just reminds me of, like, once again, you can kind of get in anywhere. This relaxing drawing. I think that last week on Thursday and Friday, got quite busy at the library. The weekend, I was like, oh, it's time off. And as I'm sketching today, what I'm realizing is that this is relaxing. On the days that I'm extra busy, this is the day that I need this. So let's, I'm not going to, no promises, but we're going to try to do a little bit more consistency this week. All right, so now we got our spoon. Quite interesting here. It's kind of a, definitely not a perfect rendition, but you kind of get the idea. All right, and so then let's start labeling a little bit. I am so much more relaxed than when I started. Wonderful feeling. All right, so it's a Monday. Ooh, I already broke my pencil nib. There we go. Okay. Everything is a choice. Uppercase, lowercase. Okay. Let's go back over it. I forgot to grab an ink pen today, so it's just all going to be pencil. But I kind of like that choice. And even when you do this a little bit, being very determined on what the stroke is going to look like, where the letter is going to look like, kind of gives you a little perception into calligraphy and that whole choice and that choice that designers and letterpress people make of choosing letters and what that conveys. You spend a little time with the lettering. I mean, this isn't a specific font. This is an amalgamation of a whole bunch of writing I've done through my entire life. So, you know, a couple little choices, has a slight slant to it, uppercase, lowercase, but think about all these things when you're doing it. And it can be fluid. No one's going to come by and say, hey, that looks sans serif and that looks with serif, etc., etc., etc. This is an exercise for relaxing, so just enjoy it. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to do the month. So I'm going to do it a little bit more of an angle. C T O B E R. Okay. Okay, again, once you make a decision, just go with it. That's the kind of important thing about this. Okay, Monday, October. What's today's date? Today is the 25th, so let's fill that in here. Okay, but let's do it. Let's do a full. Why not, right? Okay, we just wrote right in the middle of our drawing, and sometimes it's exactly what you need to do, because you need to just toss it straight down right in the middle. Okay, I feel a little Robert Indiana. You guys can look that one up. Okay. So 25th. Again, just showing that the whole exercise is fluid. Okay. The nice thing about the note card is you can easily bring this with you. You can turn it as you're doing it. It gives you a lot of room to play around with it. So I suggest doing something like this. All right, so Monday, October 25th. Let's do the TH. Okay. Yeah, we'll go full effect here. Okay. Okay, so it's a little bit gray outside. So how are we going to do gray outside? I don't know, it's a good question. So if you're looking outside, it's kind of monotone. I'm seeing some trees. I'm just going to do some trees. So trees are just going to take a deep breath and just look at all the different trees outside. And they're all different colors, but we're going to do some darker ones in the front. We're just going to do the trunks. So they're just going to morph into just these light lines. Okay, different tonalities. Okay. This one's closest, this one's further away. This one's... Okay, again, just having fun with it. Okay. Alright, so now I've kind of done the weather in a little bit of an abstract way. Okay, done a little bit of shading. Alright. Okay, got my spoon, got the date. Let's go to another one. Good time for a quick sip of coffee while we're thinking what to do next. I like this. I like this. I like the shape. I like the feel of this. So we're going to work on this. Again, just to accentuate, what we can do is we're going to turn it this way. Okay. Okay, again, because it's small, we can totally maneuver it. Okay, again, we're not looking for perfection. Matter of fact, in order to do that, I'm gonna, okay, and this is even the tab here. Okay, we got the hood there. I don't have red, but I'm just gonna have fun with it. Just find strong shapes in the design. Okay. Okay, then we're okay. We've got another squared off tab here. We'll use a little bit of eraser. Don't like to use the eraser too much, but in this situation, I'm just going to square something off and write in. Okay. Okay, and as you notice here, okay, now we already got these lines worked in here, which are kind of fun. These are the lines of, so, but I'm going to still put lines in. And here again, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take the card that I already used here, and I'm going to just kind of use it as a ruler. Okay, going against the lines that I already have. Again, I didn't have a ruler when I started. I didn't know I was going to need one. But that's the best part is I just look around, see what you got. Okay, occasionally take a look at how much room you got left if you want to. Okay, and there's our creamer. Especially like this detail where you can kind of tell it's writing, but you don't see anything, and it's just kind of like an essence of. And I do like these lines going contrary to these straight up and down lines. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so then here we can again label it. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly sharpen my pencil. Get a good sharpener. It's one of my favorite things in the world, is sharpen a pencil. Nice sharp pencil takes you far. All right, so it's 1025. Okay, there's a hood creamer. Okay, do a little signature by, and if you've ever practiced your signature, go for it. That's the funness of it. Okay, all right, so just got a nice little fun little drawing here. Here we got the date, title, sign off on it, make it official. That's the way it should be. We're just having fun here. So these are the two little sketches I did today. Okay, and the hood creamer, and we're just going to stop today because it's been about 15 minutes, maybe just a hair under, but the point is that, yeah, 1440, so that's perfect. Point is I don't know how you feel, but I feel great. I'm ecstatic about my two little snapshots of drawings, and I can't wait till tomorrow to continue. So thank you very much for joining me. Again, just utilizing stuff that I had around my desk. The best way to do it. If you have a moment, let me know what you're thinking. Were you disappointed that I took a couple of the days off, Are you enjoying it so far? Is it a waste of your time? Is it your favorite part of the day? Let me know. Just toss a comment in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for easy peasy 15-minute daily drawings, mostly daily drawings, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again.